Who needs an energy boost? We are talking about how to boost your energy if you are always tired. Let's go!
Welcome to the Loveable as Fuck show with Sherry Yazzie. I am a plus-size Indigenous woman in a world that tells me not to love myself. I fucking do. Here's how I do it.
For more on how to defuck yourself, love yourself, and my emotional resiliency magnifying, life-transforming mindset hacks and self-care tools that you need to know now in order to transform your life and be happy as fuck, go to beloveableaf.com. That's BELOVEABLEAF.com.
All right, so today we were talking about how to boost your energy if you're always tired. I love this one because you might not know it now, can't tell from listening to me or watching me. I used to be one of the tiredest motherfuckers out there. I had no energy. I struggled to do regular things. Truly, I've mentioned this before. If you were picking me out of the Winnie the Pooh characters, I would have been Eeyore every fucking time, right? Hi, guys. You know what I mean? That was me. It's who I was. My affectation was low. I had low energy. And I really just thought that, if maybe I was a different person, if I lost the weight, or if I ate better, or if I, there was all these things, all these to-do kind of things. And here's the issue for me. I didn't have to do any of that to actually have more energy. Not any one of those things. Now, do I take care of myself? Fuck yeah. But the thing was not coming at it from, there's something wrong with me, so I need to do this so that I can hopefully get energy. Do you, that piling on of how shitty I was doing wasn't doing me any favors. It wasn't having me pop out of bed ready to go. It was not, any of the shoulds. So for me, I'll just tell you, there's a few things that really contributed to me having shitloads of energy. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about is getting rid of the shoulds. Literally just telling those things to fuck right off. Because we as moms, man, we have all these shoulds. And there are conflicting shoulds. If you're a mom, you have for sure been on the receiving end of advice that is wildly conflicting on how to raise your kids, how to be pregnant, how to give birth to your kids, even how to breastfeed. I mean, you have had wildly conflicting shoulds from depending on who it is, right? Continually at you. So the first thing I did was fuck off shoulds. And again, some of the people who tried to should on me actually do love me. So it wasn't fuck off them, but it was, I'm not taking your energy. I'm not taking what it is you're giving. I am not interested. You can give that to somebody else. And this is all energetically. I don't even say these things to these people. But you know what? They hardly ever try to butt in anymore because my boundary is very clear. I know what I want. And if I don't know how to do something, or there's something in my life as far as momming or anything that I want to figure out, you know what? I have my own ways to figure that out rather than random advice from strangers or close to strangers or people that I know your kids, and I don't want advice from you because I'm not feeling like you maybe are the best role model for me as a mom. Does that make sense? So who do I go to, right? I mean, I pick. There's actually a woman I call occasionally. I think she's one of the best moms around. Her kids are all truly they're loved and they feel good about themselves, and it's just incredible. And so when I want mom advice, that's who I call. Does that make sense? So picking who you want to listen to. Sometimes I Google shit, right? If there's something, because there's depending on the question. But see, then I've turned it from shoulds. There's no shoulding. And right there, that's a huge energy boost. Oh, then there's shoulds around your body. The shoulds around how you should look. The shoulds around how you should be in your relationship if you're in one. Or if you are out of one, how you should be in one. There's so many fucking shoulds. And I can just tell you, the more you opt out of every fucking should, the ones that you put on yourself, the ones that other people put on you, the more energy you will have, the happier you will be, the easier your days will fucking go. For real. So opting out of the shoulds for me was truly about me getting clear on what it is I wanted. how I wanted to be a mom, how I wanted to be in a relationship, how I wanted to be about my body, how I wanted to be, how I wanted to feel, and then prioritizing that. I am my own goddamn priority. Now, when I first started this, it was kind of like, I really believed that, your kids should be your number one priority. And that has flipped for me in some ways, right? I mean, my son is my number one priority, but because he is my number one priority, I am a priority for me so that I can show up for him. And I can show up in a way that feels really good, that feels really centered, and that I am proud of. That's it, because just as an example, right? Like if someone has a big cup of water and your kid's thirsty, you give them a little drink, you still have plenty of water. But let's say you're down to the last little dregs in the bottom and your kid's thirsty and you give them the rest, and like, how are you going to keep showing up? You have no more to give, nothing left. And now, is it always replenishable? Yes, absolutely. You are not like, it's not a source that is never replenishing. It is, but sometimes it feels like it's not replenishing. Sometimes it feels like really hard, and I get that. And one of the things is giving up those shoulds. Second thing is really getting clear on what you want and how you want it to be, and making yourself that priority, making that a priority in your life. And then the big granddaddy of all these for energy, because you can have the shoulds, you can do you don't have to even do those other things if you move your fucking body. And I am not saying go work out, because here's the thing. We've heard that forever. Go work out. And it turns into this, if you're like me, right, and your worth was supposedly based in your body, like, who I used to be, then working out has all of these weird power struggles and dynamics and shit in it. And so I'm saying, literally, what would feel good? Can you turn on some music and shake your ass? Can you jump up and down? Can you get on your kid's trampoline, or if you have one, jump up and down with your arms in the air? Like, literally move your body and use your voice. We're talking screaming into a pillow, if you're, alone in the car, screaming it out, belting out a song. We're talking like loud out there, like as loud as you can go, right? Because that right there will move the energy faster and replenish your energy faster. Just that. Because we think that energy is, I used to anyways, something that was like out there, and like if you did everything right and took all your fucking vitamins and worked out and did the perfect thing, was the yoga mom who drank tea and all that shit, then those people have energy, right? But great big old plus size Sherry over here who is swilling down her coffee and struggles to work out and feels all this shame and all this shoulds. She could never have energy, but she can. It's available to anybody at any time. I actually don't drink caffeine on a regular basis. I have had caffeine a little bit. I stayed up until 3 a.m. working on my website, changing everything over to loveableaf.com in the middle of the night so that it wouldn't, people trying to go there wouldn't get the 404 errors. And so you better bet I had some caffeine that day. But on a regular, I don't actually even drink caffeine. And I remember I was doing a video series, and I had someone come on and they were like, how do you have so much energy? Do you smoke crack? And I was like, no, and I don't even drink caffeine. Because I know that the energy is in my body anytime I want it. Guess what I'm doing? You can see me over there jumping, arms in the air, or holding my boobs, jumping. Let's be real. Or you can see me shaking my ass. You can see me being loud and using my voice. But most of all, I have given up the shoulds. I've given up the shoulds, made myself a priority. Those two things mixed with the body movement, my energy is this great big reservoir of energy that is nonstop. And if you're like, okay, Sherry, I'm loving all this, and I think I can do some of those things, that sounds good. But literally, how do you do this? And how do you make the switch? How do you get all the way from no energy to a fuckload of energy any given time? How do you do that? And this is, I'm doing this recording in 2021. So this is after, a solid year of pretty much social isolation other than our pod. No traveling, all the things, all the stresses that we're all under with all the things, right? and I still have a lot of energy. I still feel good in my body. Okay. So it's not an external thing. This is all internal. And so if you're along the journey with me and you're like, okay, yep, it's internal, got it. But how do I get the practice of stop shooting at myself? How do I get the practice of starting to ask what I want? How do I want it to go? How do I have support in that, right? Because if it's totally foreign to us and we're doing it on our own, how often do you get about 3 days into a new thing? You know, you're shaking your ass and you're jumping and you're like, man, that Sherry bitch was right. I feel so good. And then on day 3, maybe you feel a little sick and things don't work and then you don't do it. And then you're like, oh man, I should have done it. And then it turns into a should. And then all of a sudden, it's a year later and your energy is still where it was. You're still tired. Have you ever done that? I have. So how do you prevent that? Well, I would say come get in my course. It's 30 days of support in shifting your beliefs, your should, out of the shoulds, shifting to what do you want? How do you want to feel? Taking the time for you, actually making yourself a priority. That's literally what the course does. 30 days of this. And it really does break you through that cycle. It increases your energy, increases your happiness, and it shifts out those beliefs so that you don't have to have big, long, complicated morning routines and stuff just to fucking function. You actually are able, at least for me, I'm able to just live life with just enjoying doing the things that I want to do, right? So if that's for you, click and get in, right? Unapologetic as fuck. I love the course. It's like true magic. It's my soul calling. So I would love to see you in there. And to end out on this energy thing, okay? We as moms, we have a lot we're doing. We are holding down a lot. We are out there doing the things. We truly, truly are. And I want to acknowledge you. No matter who you are, no matter how you've been feeling, you've been doing, you're doing it, man. So here's the thing. If you are momming any children, if you are being a mom to any children at all, you're doing it. You deserve to be commended. You deserve recognition, and you deserve to put yourself into this place that feels really good to you. Because when you have more energy, you can show up more for your kids, and it's easy and fun. It's not that thing where they want to talk to you about bubble guppies and literally you are about to lose your shit because you don't fucking care about bubble guppies and you're tired and you just can't today. Right? Who's been there? But this is like that kind of energy where then they're excited about bubble guppies and you can take a break and be excited about bubble guppies with them. It provides a different experience for them. It provides a different experience for you. And it feels so good. This was my experience. Once I got into this, once I did this, I was unwilling to ever go back. I wanted that energy. It's not something I even have to worry about because I am so committed to it. Because I love having a lot of energy, a lot in my cup, if you will. A lot of unending excitement, energy for my child, for me, for my life, like all the things. I love it and I don't ever want to go back. So it's easy for me when someone new comes in, maybe gives me a should, or I kind of think of one and I'm like, oh no, that's right, I don't do that. Nope, peace out. Or when maybe I was like, oh man, I have this huge to-do list and I am not on there, right? I am really incentivized to put myself on there. And it doesn't have to be huge things, right? Because most moms are busy. I really am not, but most moms are. And so you can still put yourself on there. Find just something you would like to do. Do you want 15 minutes to enjoy a glass of wine in the sunset? Like literally, what would refill your cup? You know, a 5-minute dance party with your kids, whatever it is. Like you can start putting this on there so that you feel good. Okay. In case nobody has told you yet today, you are lovable as fuck just the way you are.
To send me your questions or stories, email me at lovableafshow@gmail.com. If you love the show, please comment, like, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you're listening on the podcast, please leave a review and subscribe. help me get this show in front of more women who need to know that they are lovable as fuck just as they are. Check out the show notes or go to belovableaf.com. That's belovableaf.com for more of how to unfuck yourself, love yourself, and be happy no matter your size. I said it before and I will say it again. You are lovable as fuck just as you are.